It's also dark. No, nobody will be answering from there. We have to say. So here, my friends, I'm sorry that we are late in on my face. We are late to pick up our friends Jomon and Jebu and Johnny from India, as I had promised. But I'm sorry, this Indian stretchable time is not Indian standard time. They got delayed and now it's already dark as we are driving. So I don't know how many of you are watching. I had informed all our SVD friends as well that I would be welcoming these three guys to my place. So now we are driving to my place. Actually, they were supposed to come to my place and I was supposed to welcome them and have an interview there with them about how they find Christmas preparations here in this part of the world, as well as how they live it in India. So they are now here. Here is Jomon. Can you see Jomon? And can you just show them also, and then bring the mention your names?
Hello, this is Jebu. Jebu. Okay, bye bye.
And I am Father Johnny Jacob. Johnny. Hello.
Johnny and Jebu. Bye. Nice to be here.
Yes, I am Jomon from Central Indian Province. We just landed here this yesterday night, and then this morning we had a good trip to Vienna city to see the preparations for Christmas. It is wonderful to see the Vienna city. It's one of the most beautiful cities, it seems, and it indeed looked the same. And it's all well decorated, and it will be a fabulous sight at night. But unfortunately, we are not able to be here in the city at night. And now we are going to the place of Father Dominic.
Yeah, now there is light, so I suppose you can see a little more. Yeah, I am driving, and actually I'm not supposed to speak or make this video, but because I had promised or announced that at Indian time 8:30 we will be online. It is already 9 o'clock now, I know, and I'm sure particularly the SVDs, knowing that I was welcoming 3 SVDs, you might be watching. I don't know, especially now that it is for most of you after supper recreation time, so you may be there. And this is just an attempt. As you know, I started this YouTube a year ago, and tomorrow is exactly 1 year's anniversary since I began this channel. Our moments with God, our moments with the Word of God, our moments with the Spirit of God, with the love of God, that you hear me say every day, and sharing with you the various readings from the Bible or the lives of saints. And as we drive now, we will be there in my place maybe in another maximum 10 minutes. And then we can continue. In the meantime, you can say, where have you been? Jomon, where have you been now after you left Rome?
Yes, we had a very pleasant trip from Rome. We had gone to Florence, and then we returned to Rome, and then we had also a pilgrimage to Fatima. We landed in Lisbon, and from there we proceeded to Fatima, and there we stayed in our SVD community. 2 days we had a good pleasant stay over there, and plenty of time to pray and spend time in the shrine. And from there we proceeded to Lourdes. We landed in Toulouse, and from there we had we took a bus to Lourdes, and we stayed 1 night and 1 day in Lourdes, and there also we had plenty of time to be at the shrine. And then we proceeded to Paris. It was a whole day bus journey, whole night just bus journey to Paris, and there we had a good view of Paris. One of our SVD priests, Father Joseph, guided us in Paris, And the same night, we took another bus at night. We took to Freiburg, Germany. There we had 2 days in Germany, Freiburg, and then we proceeded to Switzerland. There we stayed for 2 nights, and we visited a few places, especially the capital of Switzerland, Bern. And then yesterday, whole day we traveled and reached here in Austria, St. Gabriel. And this morning, after the mass and breakfast, we three of us went around to see Vienna. One of our SVD confreres, Nixon, guided us. And unfortunately, even though we had promised for Dominic that we would be free by reach him by 3:30, but then since it was raining and we were walking around, we couldn't keep up the time. We really apologize for that. But then we had a wonderful trip to Vienna. It's a beautiful city, and we also had the pleasant privilege to see the first snowfall. And that was, I think, first time in Vienna city there was a little snowfall, and we were there at that time. And it's a marvelous.
How was your stay in St. Gabriel? Do you know that St. Gabriel is the first house that our founder built after style? So
Yes.
how was your experience in St. Gabriel?
It was an experience of wonder, really, and it is a beautiful place to see. And it seems, it's a huge. It's one of the biggest houses, I believe, of SVDs that we have. And Father Phils, the rector over there, this morning took us for a guided tour to the entire campus. Even though it was a bit drizzling, yet he dared to take us to the cemetery and the entire campus, the entire building. And the church is like a cathedral. It's one of the biggest SVD churches that we have. And it's planned by St. Arnold Janssen himself. And the building is marvelous. And every bit of the building is well planned. It seems it's the best planned building of St. Arnold after having experience of building in style. And every, Father Phils explained to us the symbolic representation of the Arnold spirituality, enshrined in the various art forms in the church. Unfortunately, now only few confreres are staying over there. And once upon a time, it seems about 615 seminarians and the confreres used to stay there. And we also used to have a big printing press where about 100 brothers were part of that. And now things have all changed. But then it is a great asset of the society, I believe, that it is it's a resource of our SVD. And we felt that we are the children of St. Arnold. And
did you also visit the graveyard and see the grave of Father Proksch and Father Stephen Fuchs?
Yes, definitely. And I also have taken some photographs of these two graves. And then Father Phils also showed us some others. And also there is the heart of the first missionary, Bishop Anson, is also kept there. There is a stone in his name. It seems his heart is brought and kept there. So that also was a wonderful sight, and I have taken a picture of that.
So how about their experience? Let them also say something.
Yes,
We are already reaching our place here in 2 minutes. We will be there. You can already see from here, but it is already dark now. But we will be reaching in 2 minutes to where I stay, and let's see whether we can show you a little bit. Of course, it is dark, and I wanted to show you along with them the place where I stay, and so that you could also have an experience of where I stay at this place. And this I will also introduce them to the sisters where I live in this convent. I suppose their experience, how was their experience of
Yes.
St. Gabriel?
It was very wonderful experience for me, very personally. I was really impressed by the conference there. There are around 45 of them, and half of them are very old. but they come to the refectory, most of them, though some of them don't speak English, but they are very welcoming with the actions, and so I felt really at home. And also, though they are old, they are very happy. I felt it is a very inspiration for me, and so much taken care. And this morning I attended the mass. The priests, those who are old, at 7:30, how spiritual they are. They come to the chapel early and to pray. So that was a great inspiration for me. Thank you.
So hello, we are now here. Let's see whether we can still welcome them here in this place. I don't know if you are still watching, some of you. Uh, let me see whether this door is open. Oh yeah, thank God it is open. So come, do inside you don't need. I'll just lock the car. Yeah. So we are entering our pull the door. Yeah. So good. Hearty welcome to this place. This is the place called Johnny. Of course, we already shook hand, and you are Jaibu. You are Philip Lucosa's nephew, who is my classmate. So I had actually arranged here a place to interview, and now we have don't know how many we have run. Somebody was responding from there. So this is our entrance, of course. Okay, yes. And we wanted to have little talk here, whether how are you finding Christmas preparation here as compared to India and all. Yes. Do you want to have a little talk, a chat?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah, then you can sit here. Yes. And of course, only one each can come in the frame. Come sit. Okay. Come. And there is a chair there also. Let's see whether we can make some sense out here. Come a little closer. I had put this thing, but they have removed that from there. Okay. So here we are. So Joman, you want to say something to our friends about how your experience is about Christmas here?
Yes. Hi, friends. It is wonderful to be here. What I notice here, the Christmas is a straight celebration. From December 1st onwards, I see a lot of decoration on the streets, on the houses, shops, and very many Christmas shopping centers. And especially in front of every church, we find a shopping center. Unlike India, the Christmas celebration is limited to our own churches and our own Catholic families. Here, the church, not only the church celebrates, the entire state, the entire country celebrates. That is one thing we notice. But the question is, how much of spirituality is in it? How much of the people know about the birth of Jesus, and so on is a question thing. But then, whatever be the celebration, it reminds the people of Christmas, the birth of Jesus. And today, we were so fortunate to also to witness the celebration of the feast of Santa Claus. That is the feast of Saint Nicholas. And it's a big feast over here. And we were quite surprised yesterday when we were in St. Gabriel. Our conference had a celebration, eve celebration of this feast, where they some traditional songs they sang in beautiful oases, different oases, the senior conference. And also we had a small gathering with them. It so shows that the entire country, the entire the society is in celebration. And it is not just a one-day celebration of 25th of December, it's a celebration of the entire month of December. A lot of shopping is being done, and we could see number of shopping complexes newly built up only for Christmas shopping. And we took a few photographs of those centers where the exclusive range of Christmas gifts and Christmas shopping things are available. So it's wonderful to see.
Thank you, Jomon. Actually, you might know that Vienna has been rated as one of the best cities to live in the world, the safest, the cleanest, and quite reasonably cheap. Unlike London and Tokyo and New York, Vienna continues to be rated as one of the best cities. And until very recently, the Vienna Christmas market was the best Christmas market in whole of Europe. Until last week, I heard on the BBC that now Zagreb in Croatia has taken over as a better Christmas market. But Vienna continues to be one of the best cities, and of course, it is a Christian country in that sense, and therefore, culturally, it still remains Christian, though now Vienna and Austria is also getting used to people of other religions coming and residing and becoming citizens of this country. I also have two more confreres. Father Jaibu, I will just invite him very quickly to say just a few words before I take them up to the sisters to introduce them, and I will also show you very quickly the convent sisters, and so that you can also see where they live and how they pray, and I will introduce them to you. This is yet now Father Jebu. You can say now more clearly, because that time you were in the car, so you can say now what is your impression about your visit here.
Hello, it is nice to be here. This is my first trip to Europe, and I work in the northeast part of India, Guwahati region, among the tribals people. And there we celebrate the Christmas, maybe 1 week in advance. We start the decorations and preparations like that. As I come here, I can see all around, all over Europe, wherever we went, can see already decorations are started. People are already in that spirit of celebration, the joyful experience, going and shopping and doing things. That's a great experience for me. And there also, the Northeast, we have community celebrations. People come together, they celebrate together, not individually, as a community, as the village together, eating together. So here I do not know, but the decorations and shoppings and people are in the joyful mood. All around today, we went around Vietnam City. We can good crowd, though it was morning, it was drizzling, and before that it was minus 1 degree, 2 degree. We started the snowfall. The snowfall, last number of people are on the street. After some time, we could see the drizzling. Still, people were there everywhere. A lot of people around and doing the shoppings and decoration. Unfortunately, we are not in the town in the night. Night we are much better to see. And as we traveled yesterday from Switzerland to Austria, Vietnam, on the way we could...
Vienna, not Vietnam. Vienna, not Vietnam.
Vienna. So we can see the snowfall everywhere, the hilly sceneries. It was a very wonderful experience. I'm grateful to God and grateful to Society of the Divine Word for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Yeah. Now I will just ask Father Johnny,
Yes.
and you say that where you are working in India and how it is your experience there. And of course, this place, as you see, there in the background, you see the statue of Saint Vincent de Paul, because this congregation is belongs to Vincent de Paul Society. So we'll make a very quick, short talk from Father Johnny about his experience of Europe and how he sees celebration or preparation for Christmas. Of course, they have not yet mentioned about Advent. Advent is also quite well celebrated here. So, Father Johnny.
Yes. Hello, nice meeting you all through this video. I am Johnny Jacob, hailing from Kerala, but working in Orissa. I have been working all the time in the school. First among the Ho tribe, I built up a school for the Ho people, and then secondly, where I worked for about 15 years, and then I was moved to a place close to Jharsuguda by name Bagdi. Even there, I have been in charge of a school, and a new school was built up. and the experience of Christmas there is entirely different. Of course, where there are religious, we celebrate with Advent wreaths as well, but all the same, in the tribal areas, not much of it is done with regard to Advent as well as Christmas. On the previous or on the eve of Christmas, we have a celebration of Mass, and as well as next morning also with some dancing and singing and all that.
Exactly in Odisha are you working? Which place in Odisha?
At present, I am in Bagdi. Bagdi is about 20 kilometers from Jharsuguda. Um, Now, my experience also is for the first time to Europe. So, my experience of traveling and coming to Vienna was a very enriching experience. While traveling by train, I saw all the way, all mountains and the railway tracks and the roads all covered with snow. But when I reached in Vienna, the welcome as well as the decorations with the flowers, lights, and all that, in preparation for the Christmas, yeah, preparation for Christmas was very exciting. Um, Lights you can see everywhere, well decorated, whether it is a hotel, whether it is the street, whether it is the railway station, bus stand, whatever be the situation, whatever be the place, it's always well decorated and they are preparing for Christmas. You can see the Christmas mart all over selling different varieties of things, dress and what all things, number of things I have seen. The same as my experience in Switzerland too. Switzerland also we spent 2 days. There also we went around looking around the various Christmas shops. And so it's a kind of celebration which lasts for 1 or 2 months like that. Maybe after 15th of November, maybe I think it is starting. So that's what some of them told me. So it's an exciting moment. The Christmas, though we think it is a Christian celebration, but the whole city is celebrating the birth of Christ, and they are preparing for it till from a long time ago. This is my experience, and it was a very wonderful experience. Hope you will also have a good Christmas celebration.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. And just one more question before I take you up to the chapel. How is your experience with the cold? How are you coping with winter?
Oh, we all of us, in fact, are able to cope up with the winter very well, very well. That is because I think our winter in India, I feel it is more biting than the winter here. This morning, the temperature was 2 degree, and then when it reached 1, started snowing. And after the snow, it must have gone minus. But then we did not feel that it was so biting cold. In fact, by God's grace, the winter is not a kind of a problem for any one of us. We are able to cope up with this winter. Good climate, and of course we are well protected, and when we travel by bus or any means of transport, or when we enter the house, it's all heated, so that's not a problem. Only when we walk around public on road, then of course we experience it is cold, but then it is not a big challenge for us. And one more thing, Father Dominic, I heard from Father Nixon is that this year Vienna is rated as the happiest city in the world. That is what he told one of the magazines or one of the reporters. They said that it is one of the happiest cities in the world, which is also something nice to hear, that people are so happy over here. And then another amazing thing I like to see, this afternoon we had gone for lunch into a Muslim hotel. And there we found Christmas decoration. The Christmas tree is decorated and kept, and a lot of decoration within the hotel, the restaurant premises. So even the Muslims celebrate, probably to attract the customers, but then the real spirit of Advent and Christmas is experienced throughout the city and the country.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. And I suppose they will say the same thing. Since Father Jomon mentioned about that these houses here are centrally heated, I just want to show you, those of you who might have not seen, for example, what you see here, this is a heating system, this one. This is the central heating. And similarly, see, this is another one here. This is another heating, so that all the rooms and the whole house is completely heated. We don't feel we can go without even this jacket in the house. So that is how it is. Come, I will take you slowly to. This is your bags. Maybe you can just keep it on those chairs there. This is you can see this is the reception. This is the reception of the convent. This place is also a seminar center and a retreat center. As you can see, we will just place our things here. And there is a corridor there, as you can see. And my room is in that corridor further, where it is looking a little dark. But my room is there. This building has got 4 floors. So you see where I live, and usually every day or often here there are seminars and retreats going on. Now I will take them up to the chapel where sisters are waiting. I will just introduce them to the sisters, and then you can also see the sisters where I serve, because so far I only make videos from outside in general, and you have not seen those people. I just show you how wonderful this place is, and for me it's a privilege to be able to serve sisters. And now we are going to that place through this corridor. This is the first, the chapel is on the first floor. So though we are entering the chapel, it will be silent, but I suppose they will understand that I am doing a live program, and we will just enter here. Come, I show you the convent. This is a live program. Yeah. The superior. She's the superior. I just So, guten Abend, Schwestern. Wie schon gesagt, ich habe diese 3 Steiler Mitbrüder aus Indien. Und der erste heißt Jomon. Er war Provinzial, und wir haben zusammen gearbeitet, als ich dort Vizeprovinzial war. Wir waren zusammen im Provinzialrat. Und er arbeitet in dieser Provinz, wo ich früher war. Jetzt gehöre ich natürlich die europäische Provinz, aber damals war dies in dieser Provinz. Und er heißt Jaibu. Er arbeitet ganz in Nordost. Das ist ganz nähe von China, eigentlich, von der Grenze von China. Ja. So this is so weit von wo er ist. Fast 3000 Kilometer weit. Das ist Indien, ja. Und dann er heißt Johnny. Johnny, er arbeitet wieder in andere Provinz. So die 3 arbeiten in 3 verschiedene Provinzen in Indien. Wir haben eigentlich 4 Provinzen in Indien und eine Region. So die erste Provinz ist, wo Jomon Provinzial war. Das ist auch die Stadt, wo ich geboren bin. Die Steilers sind dort 1932 gekommen. 1932, das wird fast 92 Jahre vorher, ja. Und dear friends, these are the sisters that you see. Not all of them are here, but in the morning there are more for the Mass, I'm introducing to this place. This chapel, I'm sure you have seen because some videos I have made here, as you have seen, and also this Advent wreath you have seen already. So I welcome them once again here. I welcome them in the car earlier, and now welcome them here. And we take them around. Sisters will be now praying their Vespers. And I'm very grateful to sisters for welcoming our friends and entertaining us. Now after their tea and coffee, then we will have little dinner, and then I will bring them back to Saint Gabriel tonight where they stay, and tomorrow our friends will be going to Bratislava, and then from Bratislava they will be going to Krakow, Budapest, and from Budapest to Poland. Ja, ich habe das auf Englisch gesprochen, weil dieses Video ist auf Englisch und Sie verstehen nicht Deutsch. Vielleicht, ja, ich habe gesagt, dass morgen fahren Sie nach Bratislava und dann danach nach Budapest und dann weiter nach Polen, nach Krakau und dann zurück nach Rom und dann nach Indien. So dass für Weihnachten sind Sie schon in Indien. So I will also say goodbye to you now. I think this is enough for today. And thank you very much. Sorry for the delay in starting the program because they got delayed in the city. Thank you very much. I say goodbye to you. Thank you.
So